From Steph Curry making history as the first unanimous MVP to Karl Malone getting trolled as a Mickey Mouse MVP for his championship, these are the top 10 most loved and hated NBA MVPs. Starting with Steve Nash, who won the MVP award twice in 2005 and 2006 after joining the Phoenix Suns. In his first season, he revolutionized the game with a fast-paced style, leading the Suns to an impressive 62-20 record. But beneath the surface, controversy surrounded his MVP wins. The MVP award is typically given based on individual stats, yet Nash's numbers weren't as dominant compared to other contenders. He averaged 15.5 points and 11.5 assists per game in his first MVP season, while Shaq put up 22.9 points and 10.4 rebounds. Even today, Shaq insists he was robbed of the award, often taking jabs at Nash.
But Kenny, Coach Reggie, was he true MVP or was he a sympathy MVP?
No, he was a true MVP.
Over me? Twice? Oh, get out of here.
On top of that, Nash was a below-average defender compared to the dominant Shaq. The controversy only intensified in his second MVP season, as many questioned whether he truly deserved back-to-back awards. Nash averaged 18.8 points and 10.5 assists, but other stars had far better numbers. For reference, LeBron James had 31.4 points, 7 rebounds, 6.6 assists, and Kobe Bryant with 35.4 points, including his legendary 81-point game.
The key, well, they're giving him the ball to see if he can add to it. Yes, he does! Would be 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game, 55 in the second half.
However, team success played a major role. The Lakers and Cavaliers had weaker records, which kept Kobe and LeBron from winning the award. Nash, on the other hand, led the Suns to a better record and even defeated the Lakers twice.
They're getting back on offense, they're getting back on defense, and when they're playing the defense, they're playing all 24 seconds.
No question, they're running as...
When they get a chance.
The Nash versus Kobe MVP debate remains one of the most divisive in NBA history. Many still argue that LeBron, Dirk, or Kobe were more deserving, making Nash one of the most controversial MVP winners of all time. Some people argued that Nash deserved his first MVP, and an argument can be made for his second. While Nash had his fair share of critics, another MVP winner revived a franchise once ruled by Michael Jordan. The Chicago Bulls, once the most dominant team of the 90s, struggled after the Jordan era. But in 2008, a new hope arrived. Derrick Rose, drafted first overall by the Bulls, immediately reignited championship hopes. His explosive drives, elite athleticism, and fearless attacking made him one of the most exciting point guards in the league. He won Rookie of the Year and quickly became the face of the franchise. By the 2010-11 season, Rose was unstoppable. He averaged 25 points and 7.7 assists per game, leading a defense-first Bulls team with his high-flying offense. His ability to hang in the air defied the laws of physics.
By Rose, 18 points.
And Chicago finished with a league-best 62-20 record, their best since Jordan. Rose won MVP with 113 out of 120 votes, becoming the youngest MVP in NBA history at just 22, surpassing LeBron James's record at 24.
Most valuable, and it is my pleasure to award to you the Kia NBA 2010-11 MVP trophy.
In the 2011 playoffs, Derrick Rose took his game to another level. Against the Pacers in the first round, he put up 27 points and 7 assists per game, carrying the Bulls past Indiana.
This guy's come out, the runner to start it, the ability to get to the lane. How about the defense? Collison beats him, he doesn't give up on the play.
In the second round, he was even more dominant, averaging 30 points and 10 assists per game against the Hawks.
Derrick Rose. Rose let him recover and drive by, and the MVP.
But when the Bulls faced the Miami Heat's Big Three in the conference finals, things got tougher. With LeBron James guarding him, Rose's numbers dipped to 23 points and 7 assists per game. With LeBron locking him down, the Bulls fell short, losing in the Eastern Conference Finals. After that historic season, tragedy struck. Rose suffered a devastating ACL injury, which changed his career forever. He was eventually traded, but the love for Derrick Rose never faded. Even years later, when Rose played for the Timberwolves, Chicago fans still chanted MVP when he stepped to the free throw line.
First free throw for Derrick. I think that was a smile, too.
With YouTube comments reflecting his enduring impact. My favorite NBA player of all time. This guy was the reason I started watching the NBA when I was a kid. Chicago will always love D. Rose, and he deserves it. His legacy was cemented when the Bulls retired his jersey, proving he remains one of the most beloved MVPs in NBA history. The next MVP on our list is still hated by Michael Jordan, and some basketball fans even consider his MVP run to be a Mickey Mouse MVP.
What's the biggest motivating factor going into that series for you?
Karl Malone get MVP.
Karl Malone won 2 NBA MVP awards during his career, but even today, these awards remain controversial, especially his MVP win in the 1996-97 NBA season.
96-97 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Malone averaged 27.4 points per game, along with 9.9 rebounds and 4.5 assists, while shooting an impressive 55% from the field. However, Jordan also had a dominant season, averaging 29.6 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, and 4.3 assists. In terms of team success, the Utah Jazz won 64 games out of 82, but Jordan's Bulls were even better, finishing the season with 69 wins. By this point, Jordan had already won 4 MVP titles, and many believe voter fatigue played a role in the decision, as people weren't ready to see him win a 5th MVP. There's no doubt that Malone was a force on both offense and defense, but Jordan was the superior scorer and an elite defender. Many argue he was robbed of the MVP simply because he had been at the top of the league for so long. Another factor that hurt Jordan's case was that the Bulls had won 72 games the previous year, making their 69-win season seem slightly less impressive, giving voters an easier justification for awarding Malone the MVP. In the finals, the difference between Jordan and Malone's performances was undeniable. Jordan averaged 32.3 points per game, while Malone managed just 23.8 points per game. It was clear who was the better player and who had been robbed.
From the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
Some fans even said, being the MVP in the regular season means nothing if you aren't the best in the finals. But this wasn't the only time Malone seemed to be favored by the NBA. During his second MVP winning season in 1998-99, his numbers were not as dominant as before. That season, Malone averaged 23.8 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Not bad for a player aging out of his prime, but certainly not the most dominant performance in the league.
Went behind, shot of Billy Hensley. Hensley drives, go by a big mark, put it up there. Malone ices it down.
Meanwhile, Alonzo Mourning had a similar stat line while also averaging an incredible 3.9 blocks per game.
Had 2 big games in the 7-game New York series. Jordan rejected.
Exactly what Miami wants. They say if Michael scores, let him score going to the basket so he can make...
Despite this, Malone still won the award over Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, and Mourning, players who arguably had stronger cases that year. Malone winning the MVP again sparked criticism. But the next player on our list remains beloved by the franchise he played for. His signature one-legged fadeaway is still iconic to this day. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk was drafted 9th overall by the Milwaukee Bucks in 1998, but was immediately traded to the Dallas Mavericks, where he played all 21 seasons of his career. A 7-footer who played like a shooting guard, Dirk's postgame was exceptional, and his one-legged fadeaway became one of the most unstoppable moves in NBA history.
3%, but he's still an excellent.
But that was an outstanding screen that time to free Dirk up from Pachulia.
Dirk against the rookie. Backing him down. Hesitates, goes baseline. Got it, and a foul!
That's a good mismatch.
From the moment he entered the league, he was in MVP conversations year after year. In 2007, Dirk Nowitzki won the MVP award, and it was well-deserved. That season, he led the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA best 67-15 record, the second-best record in NBA history at the time. Dirk averaged 24.6 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game, dominating on both ends of the floor. His unique combination of size, shooting ability, and skill made him nearly impossible to defend. Dirk's MVP season wasn't a fluke. He maintained an elite level of play for several years, consistently proving his worth as one of the best players in the league. His work ethic and professionalism were widely recognized. Unlike many stars who relied on explosive athleticism, Dirk's success was built on skill, precision, and basketball IQ, traits that contributed to his incredible longevity in the NBA. His dedication to his team ultimately led to a championship in 2011. That year, Dirk carried the Mavericks past powerhouse teams, defeating the Lakers and Spurs before taking down the newly formed Big Three of the Miami Heat in the finals. His finals performance earned him the Finals MVP award. Dirk's performance in the 2011 finals was legendary. He averaged 26 points and 9.7 rebounds per game, but his most memorable moments came in the clutch. In Game 2, despite battling a high fever, he led the Mavericks to victory. Throughout the series, he hit crucial shots, including several iconic fadeaways in the final minutes of close games. Winning an MVP, bringing a championship to Dallas, and his humble, hardworking nature made Dirk one of the most beloved players in NBA history. His impact on the game is undeniable, and his legacy is forever honored. The Mavericks retired his jersey, and a statue of Dirk now stands outside the arena, a tribute to his greatness and his lasting influence on the franchise. We've seen Dirk's loyalty and how he became beloved by fans, as well as Karl Malone's controversial win over Jordan. But before these two, there was a player who truly didn't deserve to win the MVP. We're talking about Dave Cowens. In 1953, the MVP race was highly contested, with several standout players in the mix. However, three names stood out at the top: Cowens, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Tiny Archibald. Dave Cowens averaged 20.5 points, 16.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game, and was awarded the MVP.
Giving it back to Cowens. 61% for the Boston Celtics. A devastating first quarter.
While averaging 16 rebounds per game is impressive, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar posted similar rebounding numbers while also averaging 30 points per game, 10 more than Cowens. On top of that, Kareem led the Milwaukee Bucks to the best record in the league at the time. Then there was Tiny Archibald, who averaged 34.0 points and 11 assists per game, while shooting 48% from the field.
Go to the basket like all New York.
My concept was to attack people.
Look at Archibald penetrate.
Despite his incredible stats, he ranked lower in MVP voting, highlighting the bias in NBA award selections. However, part of this was due to his team's poor performance. The Kansas City Omaha Kings finished the season with a disappointing 30-sec. On the other hand, Cowens led the Boston Celtics to a dominant 64-18 record. But Kareem wasn't far behind, with the Bucks finishing at 62-20. The difference? Kareem had a greater impact on his team, making them one of the most valuable squads in the league. Cowens played as a center, but there were better scorers and more impactful players on his own team. His teammate John Havlicek averaged 23.2 points, 7 rebounds, and 6.6 assists per game, while playing 24 more games than Cowens. Havlicek was even selected for the All-NBA First Team that year, alongside Archibald and Jabbar, while Cowens was left out. This raises a clear question. Was Cowens truly the most valuable player, even on his own team? Dave Cowens arguably did not deserve to be an MVP, but there is one player who won it twice in a row and became famous for his explosive drives. If you haven't guessed yet, we're talking about the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. Selected 15th overall in the 2013 NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis quickly made his mark as a dominant force on both ends of the court.
Another rookie coming in from Milwaukee.
In the 2018-2019 season, he averaged 27.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game, showcasing his versatility and impact. His defensive presence was just as impressive. He was named Defensive Player of the Year.
We go inside with Lopez. Rejected from behind by Antetokounmpo.
Making him only the 5th player in NBA history to win both MVP and DPOY in his career. Giannis's efficiency was remarkable, shooting 57.8% from the field while playing as both a forward and center. He led the Bucks to an NBA best 60-22 record, proving just how vital he was to their success. His ability to drive to the rim, dominate in transition, and finish with power made him one of the toughest players to guard in the league. In 2008, Giannis won his second consecutive MVP, becoming one of the youngest players in NBA history to achieve this feat before turning 26. His consistent dominance placed him among the league's all-time greats. A regular fixture in the All-Star game, Giannis earned the respect of fans and players alike with his electrifying athleticism and relentless passion for the game. He was selected to multiple All-NBA first teams and All-Defensive teams, further cementing his legacy as an elite two-way player. On both ends of the floor, Giannis was a force to be reckoned with, scoring at will while playing elite defense, earning him NBA All-Defensive first-team honors. Through relentless dedication and hustle, Giannis Antetokounmpo finally led the Milwaukee Bucks to their first NBA championship in 50 years. His 2021 NBA Finals performance was nothing short of legendary. Facing the Phoenix Suns, Giannis delivered one of the greatest finals performances ever, leading the Bucks to victory in 6 games. In Game 6, he put up an astonishing 50 points, carrying the Bucks to a 105-98 win and securing the championship. That performance wasn't just a title-clinching moment. It was a defining display of greatness that cemented his legacy among the NBA's all-time greats. Across the finals, Giannis averaged 35.2 points, 13.2 rebounds, and 5.0 assists, shooting an incredible 61% out from the field. His impact wasn't just offensive. His defensive presence, highlighted by clutch blocks and key stops, earned him Finals MVP honors. Loved by Bucks fans and respected across the league, Giannis remains one of the most beloved MVPs in NBA history. Next on the list is a player known for being injury-prone and often reluctant to play, Joel Embiid. Embiid won his MVP award in the 2022-2023 season. However, throughout his career, he has been criticized for earning a massive contract while frequently being unavailable to play. He has only participated in 51% of regular season games, missing 49% due to injuries. Even his MVP season was controversial, with many labeling it a stolen MVP, as the media pushed the narrative that Embiid was the best player. During the 2022-2023 season, Embiid missed 15 games due to injuries, primarily to his foot and back. This was a significant number in an MVP race where Nikola Jokic played 80 games, demonstrating superior durability and reliability. Jokic averaged 24.5 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 9.8 assists on 63.2% shooting from the field, while Embiid averaged 33.0 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 4.2 assists on 54.7% shooting. Despite Embiid's higher scoring, Jokic was far more efficient and a superior playmaker, averaging nearly 10 assists per game compared to Embiid's 4.2. Moreover, Jokic played significantly more games, further strengthening his case. Adding to that, the Denver Nuggets finished as the #1 seed in the Western Conference with a 53-29 record, while the Philadelphia 76ers placed third in the East. Jokic then led Denver to its first-ever championship, winning Finals MVP. His dominance has continued, securing his third MVP award in the 2023-2024 season, while remaining one of the most efficient players in the league. On the other hand, Embiid's struggles persist. In the 2024-2025 season, he has only managed to play 19 games before being ruled out for the rest of the year, despite earning $53 million. This has fueled significant criticism, with many arguing that he fails to live up to his contract. Additionally, he has gained a reputation for making reckless plays that have resulted in serious injuries to opponents. On YouTube, people often leave comments like, "Flopper," "Dirty player," "A crying MVP," "Not a real leader," "Playoff choker," "Boring play style." Embiid is just the perfect player to hate. These kinds of remarks highlight how controversial his MVP win was and how he has struggled to earn respect as a true leader and winner. Joel Embiid needs to revive his career soon. Otherwise, his MVP trophy will lose its prestige. When it comes to truly honoring the MVP award, no one does it better than Stephen Curry, who won it back-to-back. Curry won consecutive MVP awards in the 2014, 2015, and 2015-2016 seasons. he is widely loved for revolutionizing the game and being an incredibly likable player. His three-point shooting changed modern basketball, redefining how the game is played. In the 2014-2015 season, Curry led the Golden State Warriors to a franchise record 67 wins, averaging 23.8 points, 7.7 assists, and 2.0 steals per game while shooting an incredible 44.0% from three-point range. The following season, he took his game to another level, averaging 30.1 points, 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, and 2.1 steals on 50.4% shooting from the field, 45.4% from three, and 90.8% from the free throw line. He was the driving force behind the Warriors' historic 73-win season, the best regular season record in NBA history. Curry also made history in 2016 by becoming the first ever unanimous MVP.
He is the first unanimous selection in the entire history of the NBA,
receiving every single vote. He holds multiple NBA records, including the most three-pointers made in a single season, 402 in 2015-16, and the most in playoff history, 585. Beyond his on-court achievements, Curry is beloved for his kind nature and charismatic personality. He remains one of the most respected players in the league, and his jersey continues to be one of the top sellers this season. Curry's leadership helped the Warriors win 4 championships, cementing their dynasty. One major critique against him was the lack of a Finals MVP, but in 2022, he silenced all doubts by winning the award and solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history. Recognized as the best shooter the league has ever seen, Curry maintains a career 43.0% shooting percentage from three. Despite his individual success, he is known for his selflessness, always prioritizing team chemistry and crediting his teammates for his achievements. Off the court, Curry is deeply involved in charitable work. His initiatives, like the Nothing But Nets campaign to combat malaria in Africa and his college basketball leadership program, showcase his dedication to making a positive impact. Recently, he added another achievement to his legendary career by helping Team USA win Olympic gold. The player on the list is both loved and hated, yet his legacy is undeniable. We're talking about none other than the King, LeBron James. LeBron has won 4 MVP awards and 4 NBA championships, solidifying his place as one of the greatest players in history. His 2016 NBA Finals performance, leading the Cleveland Cavaliers to overcome a 3-1 deficit against the Golden State Warriors, is widely regarded as one of the greatest feats in basketball history. Over 2 decades in the NBA, LeBron has consistently performed at an elite level. His durability in such a physically demanding sport has allowed him to sustain excellence into his late 30s. Something incredibly rare. From his rookie season to the present, he has maintained an astounding level of play, regularly posting 20-30 points, 8+ rebounds, and 7+ assists while leading his teams to the playoffs year after year. LeBron is often praised as one of the smartest players in NBA history. His court vision, passing ability, and decision-making set him apart, making his teammates better. His unique combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ has redefined what it means to be a complete player. However, LeBron has also faced significant criticism throughout his career. Many view him as arrogant or overly self-promotional, particularly after the decision in 2010, when he left Cleveland for Miami.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
A move that was widely seen as a betrayal. His formation of a super team in Miami led to accusations that he took the easy route to championships, which some believe hurt his competitive legacy. His frequent media presence, complaints to referees, and tendency to exaggerate contact, flopping, have also turned off many fans. Additionally, the constant comparisons to Michael Jordan in the GOAT debate have fueled resentment, with some feeling he actively seeks validation. One of the lowest points of LeBron's career came in the 2011 NBA Finals, where he struggled against the Dallas Mavericks, leading to criticism that he couldn't perform in high-pressure moments. This series fueled doubts about his ability to deliver when it mattered most. Despite the criticism, LeBron is equally celebrated. His return to Cleveland in 2014 was an emotional moment for the city, and he redeemed himself by delivering the franchise's first-ever championship in 2016, and ending a 52-year title drought. This historic victory earned him immense respect from fans who once felt betrayed. Now, LeBron is on the verge of becoming the first player to reach 50,000 career points. He ranks in the top 10 of nearly every major statistical leaderboard, proving his longevity and dominance. He played a crucial role in keeping basketball relevant in the post-Jordan era, and despite the polarizing opinions about him, millions of fans adore him and cherish the chance to meet him.